By now, we know exactly how to get more eyes on your product if you're not part of the comic book genre. It's worked for plenty of actors and directors in the last couple of years, and it's going to continue to happen. Martin Scorsese, most recently with The Irishman, definitely got more talk about that film than anything in regards to his comments because, well, if you point out that Marvel bad, cinephiles automatically support you. Enter the director of Dune, who does what everybody else does. Marvel bad. Let's get to it. So this comes from a recent interview with El Mundo, hopefully I said that right, and they get to talk to the director of Dune, again, Denis Villeneuve, hopefully I said his name right as well, and they get on the subject of talking about Hollywood in general, the current direction of Hollywood, of course the big blockbusters that are dominating the box office, and Marvel is brought up, specifically the whole superhero genre, which again, it's not a genre. Anyways, before we get into this, let me clear something up. Dune is one of my absolute favorite books of all time. It is up there with some of my other favorite stories ever, such as Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, The Foundation books, Ringworld, Rendezvous with Rama. Dune is up there with them. The David Lynch Dune film, I absolutely love it. I even love the sci-fi original series and The Children of Dune. I absolutely love this world. I have nothing against the world, the book, or anything before anybody makes any stupid claim. When it comes to his directorial style, Blade Runner 2049, in my opinion, one of the greatest films in the last 20 years. Again, this is nothing against him. I'm just gonna rip apart his quote. And he says, and I quote, as a response to all the superhero films, so here's what he said, and I quote, "There are too many Marvel movies that are nothing more than a cut and paste of others," end quote. So I'm going to go with the belief that he hasn't actually seen many of them. That's just going to be my belief. Remember, there's been other directors and actors out there saying they don't like the Marvel films, and it's like, oh, which ones have you seen? They're like, well, I saw like the 70s or 80s Captain America, I saw one of the X-Men, and maybe a Spider-Man, I think. It was definitely a guy in a costume, but they're all the same. It's like, well, okay, here, let me take a pot shot just like him. I mean, Dune is nothing but Star Wars A New Hope. I mean, you got the evil guys, you got a desert planet, you got the hero who's young and it's his destiny of sorts. I mean, it's all there. It's just a cookie cutter copy and paste, right? No, of course not. Dune influenced many things, like Star Wars. There's direct Star Wars parallels to the Dune books. They ripped them off. Star Wars ripped off a lot of things. But hey, see what I did there? Honestly, whatever. Look, it's his quote. Has he seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Compare that to Iron Man. Compare that to Shang-Chi. Compare that to anything else in the MCU. They're all different genres, different styles. They each have their own individuality. And it's quotes like this that I hate, that simplify film in general and make people just scream it because, oh, their favorite director said it, without realizing that they're insulting just about every other film out there. Like, by this logic, I could take the greatness that is Sicario, which he directed, and just say it's a typical cut and paste cartel film set in Mexico. Does that do that film justice? I personally don't think so, because that film is way more than that. Just like Dune will be way more than Star Wars, or anything like that. I'm not saying box office or anything, I'm saying Dune. Looks like it's going to be an absolute masterpiece. But again, if you want more eyes on your film, if you want the people whose entire personality is Marvel bad to support you, this is what you do. This is how you get them to defend. This is how you get them to support your film. And, you know, just go look online. Go look at the DC pages already. They're already posting his quote. And usually there's a picture of Henry Cavill as Superman or Zack Snyder next to it.